I finally gotten around to watching The Shield, the old cop show, and I've really taken a liking to it. Especially when Michael Chiklis tases people in the nuts for saying he looks like a thumb. That's my favorite part of every single episode. It happens 4 or 5 times. You should check it out. So it got me thinking, and I should make a taser for Sulfur because why not? I don't know. I don't know why I did. I think it's because I saw the SOCOM, and I was like, that's a yellow gun. Yellow, it means taser in my world, in my eyes, and I have the mind of a baby. So, and to get this correct, I had to do a few things. I wanted to see if it would be good with Storm Surge and Surge. They don't really stun for very long, so it's not good enough. So we had to use Aftershock. Now, Aftershock is a bit extreme. IRL, if I tase you, I'd expect to see your skeleton shine throughout your body as you flail around like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. That's just expected. I also put Gemini, multi-shot, stoic, and altruistic on there, so it's a real straight shooter, this gun, and I made it non-lethal. There is a bit of a catch to making it non-lethal. I did not know it was going to do this. I mean, to this extent. I'll show you. I guess I'll just show you right now. So, if it's using 9mm, it can't be non-lethal, I guess. It was like 1 times 4 or something, so I would have been doing 4 damage. And unless you're like Mike Tyson age and up, your 4 damage is not going to hurt you or even kill you. It's not going to be lethal at all. We can all just take turns tasing each other in IRL if we wanted to. Not really, though. I'm not suggesting we try that. But, so I put the shotgun chisel on it, and now it does this. A bit of an extreme taser. And that... This kind of level of boom will not kill them. It does 0 times 34, which means it's going to put him, or 32, which is going to put him out for like, I don't know. We could check. I don't know if I want to do it right away because, I mean, maybe we should. We should see how long they're down for. Do I have to get a stopwatch going? I might need to get a stopwatch going. But I was also going to do the same with a shotgun I built. I wanted to stun and then kill them with a headshot from a shotgun that I made. So it would be like, like those police have those pellet guns, like the sandbag guns for rioters and peaceful protesters. So I wanted to make something like that. I saved a BMG ammo type chisel so I could turn it to that and have a nice clean headshot. And then, the game deleted like 1/4 of my inventory. Thank God it didn't reach the catacoil, but I lost one of my sulfurs, a whole row of health potions, and then some power bars, and also the BMG was gone. So I had to recorrect that. Luckily, I had one more sulfur, or else I would have been really devastated. I don't often pull both of them out. It's kind of overkill, but I didn't really want to lose anything. Wait, is it BMG? Oh, this is the revolver. The shotgun's in the thing. So yeah, I'm just going to use my long arm of the law because it still fits. So let's go check out the world's craziest taser. I'm excited to see how long this will really put somebody out. Let me stopwatch. Clock. Okay, I thought it was actually called stopwatch. Apparently, I turned this on at one point for 96 hours. Interesting. We'll just time it on a little guy. We'll find a little guy. Because I feel like, I don't know, we may have to kite somebody first, because, oh, you're perfect. I hate you guys. It's going to be a rough estimate. So let's see, with that ginormous level of a blow, like this guy's taking a pretty massive blowing. It's a blowing job for the ages, as far as I'm concerned. So, if you're not aware, Aftershock is a very powerful enchantment, if not the strongest enchantment in the game, and you can see why. Now, they're not always going to do this. If I was to shoot someone with my catacoil, they'd be down for like 3 to 5 seconds, which is still a long time to do whatever you want. Kill them with the water gun if you need to. I'm a poser. I can't even speak on that. I've not tried the water guns yet. I mean, I did a little bit when we made the flamethrower because it was funny, and I was saving the people I was meant to kill. So we're almost at a minute here. I'm in a funky little mood where I'm like, do I want to keep see? I mean, it's obviously doing a lot. It says 0 by 32, and that impact is crazy. The multiple projectiles going into this man. We could be here for a while, but I'm in a bit of a silly, goofy mood, so I want to see how it's going. I mean, like a really weird mood. have not been sleeping. My son is going through some insane sleep regression. And last night, so yesterday I woke up at 3 a.m. And then that was like, I didn't want to. He woke me up at 3 a.m. And then last night I went to bed at like 6 a.m. or something, if that's giving you any idea. And then I woke up at 8 a.m. So it was like I had no sleep all day. I've just been napping and just out of it all day. I'm still trying to snap back into reality here. I'm hoping we're at the end of the sleep regression. If you have kids, babies especially, you'll know how crazy this whole thing can be. We don't know what we're doing. I have to filibuster for 2 minutes, and I think I have a good thing. So I want to do like some speed running through the sewers, but not an actual authentic speed run. We could have finished caves by now, speaking of speed running. And why I want to is because I saw something weird on the Discord. Somebody mentioned there's a unique vendor in the sewers that sells these weird goblin keys that I've never seen or heard of before. And I wanted to check that out. But I don't know if they're legit because the way people were responding to them made it sound like they were either they downloaded a dev build or they are in fact themselves a dev. So I don't know for sure if that vendor is there. But we may have to spend a video just running through sewers as much as we can anyways. I'd probably have the least amount of time in sewers. Obviously, the most would be caves or dungeon. Because once you beat dungeon, you just kind of want to keep replaying dungeon. Because it's like the best loot you'll find. Like the rarest, like the most guns. At the very least, the most guns. Caves is good for food. Town is good for money and random loot. And I find vendors more often in town and dungeon. I almost never find vendors in sewers. Almost never. So that was another thing. Except for Ratma. Ratma's always there. Usually find Ratma 5 to 6 times. Sewers I find is good for weapon XP and unique loot. Because once you get into like the second and up areas of sewers, there's so many areas with just a condensed herd of cannon fodder to level up your guns. I love running town into sewers, and by the end of it, I'm almost rank 5 on whatever gun I'm using. That's a lie, but it's pretty good levels. And then what? Dungeon, yeah, is good for guns and other rare ingredients and stuff like that. Now I think about it, it's really only good for guns. Hedge maze is good for loot. Obviously, you get a bunch of chest spawns. We did a whole thing on that. And then castle's just amazing for oils. I mean, there's oils out the poo nanny. It's a weird word to choose for that, but I'm going to go with it. I think I turned the music off. I don't know if I want to leave this timer. I just realized the music is off. I was listening to some Freddie Gibbs earlier, and I wanted to just vibe out to that because I was so tired. I was like, sometimes the music in Sulfur can put you in a trance, you know, when you're listening to it. It's almost, yeah, like, especially Dungeon. Dungeon, I feel like it's got this weird trancey kind of loop to it, and I feel like I'm being hypnotized to keep playing more. And there might be some sort of behavioral science behind that. Maybe Perfect Random knew exactly what they were doing, and they knew that like they could make a hip-hop kind of vibe, trance, brainwash music so that we don't stop playing. And we get those hours up and the positive reviews. And I do like to check every day to see how many reviews are on this game because I think this game deserves way more recognition than it got. This is an impressive feat for a indie-made game, which apparently has a small team. I can't tell if the game is glitched. Is this really the case? I mean, in order for us to get a proper reading on this, we'd have to stun multiple people. I think we hit him with every pellet, and I didn't even... I mean, like I said, I put oils on here to make sure it's accurate, because if you're shooting somebody with a taser, you gotta hit them dead on, right? This is wild, though. The whole video might be me seeing how long I could possibly talk in succession for, which is another drama show that I haven't watched. Oh my God, sorry, I have a disease, and I just, my body's a mess right now. In every sense of the word. But I haven't watched Succession. I have legitimately been watching The Shield because I finished Better Call Saul after not liking it the first time I watched it. I was not a fan, and I love Breaking Bad. It's the best drama show of all time, and I'll get back to Sulfur in a minute. And then I watched Breaking Bad, or Better Call Saul. I think it was the third time I tried it, and this time it finally stuck, and I liked it now. And then I was like, I got to find more good dramas like this. And I saw a bunch of people say The Shield, and I was like, this show is older than Mike Tyson. Like, this is 2001 or some shit. But it is good. It's very dated, but it's good. You know, it's kind of fun seeing all these like cavemen roam around and perform suspicious acts, you know. I just realized a video showcasing a taser doesn't have to be about the police. Plenty of people have tasers for self-defense, and if anything, that is, I feel like police don't use it for self-defense, though. I mean, they can, but it's usually like a, for your own good, I'm going to tase you now so that you don't do something stupid. And then, like, yeah. But regardless of that, Sulfur, I feel like it deserves more recognition. I don't know why we haven't seen a huge content creator with 1 million plus play the game. I don't know why. A lot of content creators love a challenge. They love hard games. Elden Ring is still on the circuit. This is the hardest game I've played as far as a shooter goes. This makes Doom and Doom Eternal look like kitty time, little kitty playing with little kitties in a cat cafe or something. Like, it's no cakewalk. So I wonder if a lot of people play it and they're like, oh, this is early access, that's why it's hard. I don't think that's the case. I think it's supposed to be this hard. And eventually you do get to a level where you're so much stronger than everything else that you can stun them for 7+ minutes now. A wild. And this is a non-lethal gun. This does no damage. So if I would have, because it's Gemini and multi-shot, is 70% from multi-shot, 30% from Gemini, but it adds the extra projectile, so it does no damage, but he's getting the full effect of this aftershock. So if you wanted a non-lethal taser for whatever reason, I don't know how much I can, recommend non-lethal guns, except for charm guns, because I do think if you're going to make a charm gun, sure, if you wanted to use it passively, you could just be like, if I don't kill him, I churn him. But then they probably carry that health pool into whatever they go fight next, so it's not necessarily the best play, in my opinion. If you wanted to use a charm gun, I would say nerf it down to 0. And I did build a new charm gun because I hated the last one. And in order to get it to 0, I did have to put shotgun shells on it again. And the recoil is crazy, but way more manageable. That boomstick was making the last one. I cannot believe we played an entire session with that boomstick. Ploika was crazy. I was also thinking about that. I was like, at this point, I must have seen every weapon the game has and used every gun. Because today, I finally used, I think it's called the Rectord. I haven't used the dart. Okay, because the dart looks weird. It's an energy sniper. I've not tried that. Maybe I'll try that soon to really taste everything that the game has to offer, the entire smorgasbord of mayhem. But I finally used, I think you're supposed to say the Rectord. It's the black LMG. It is fun, but its spread is a little nuts, and I have an idea of how I want to build it. It is going to be a wacky build, but I think I grabbed 2 of them. So I wanted to think of, like, what was the worst gun I've seen, what was the best. I think the Catacoil is the best. It's acts like an SMG AR hybrid because you can use it at range with basically there's no damage fall off. You could just range anybody you want from anywhere. There's very little recoil. It's totally manageable. And then obviously it's basically an SMG, so it's like super strong. The only downside is you need energy ammo. I think it comes equipped with like 3,500 durability or something too. Like, so it's like the gun is like it's a end all be all kind of situation. That might be the best gun I've seen as far as like just being strong. And then the worst is that Pulsar, that Wyatt Pulsar is just butt cheeks. It's just terrible. It's the charge up one, the plasma pistol, i.e. Halo. It like that thing I don't like at all. I think to get that charge is not worth it when the breacher exists. The breacher does the charge thing too, and I also don't like the breacher that much, except for one specific thing, which I realized I could have made a video on that too. It's not super complicated, but I did something with the breacher that is freaking hilarious. So, but I'm not a big fan of charge up weapons, especially when my movement is limited. And that's not saying that the movement is limited for the Wyatt Pulsar, but it certainly is for the breacher. You're super slow with the breacher out. But I just found that Wyatt, like, even like the little babies goblins, 1, 2, 1, 2, it doesn't kill them. You shoot them like 2 or 3 times with that thing. That sucks. Like base kit, that sucks balls. I expect that with any other pistol, but that's a revolver. If I was to go up to the little babies with a Balthazar, I'm gonna blast them into next year. So yeah, I think that's the worst gun for me. I hated the Corpse Maker at first too, but then when I forced myself to rank it up, I like the Corpse Maker. If anything, the Corpse Maker feels like another SMG. The Fisk, the first time I leveled one up, I was like, this isn't that great. No. The first time I leveled up, it was great. This one I've been leveling up now because I want to make another one. is not. I've noticed it's compared to the other ARs is not as good. The Typhoon and the Catacoil I think are the two strongest ARs, but the Typhoon's Iron Sights is crazy stupid. Is this guy ever gonna unstun? This is nuts. We're pushing 12 minutes. I'm gonna have to timestamp the comment section to see actual gameplay because it's just me and Homeboy with 2 stars. If anything, we're to crash the freaking game. This game is obviously susceptible to bugs. It's in early access. The Aftershock's power indeed could be a bug. This is very strong. And I have it on my Catacoil too, and I can basically shut anybody out that I want. This guy, though, just a random dude. Just Mr. Archer. What's the Archer? Robin Hood. That's his name. He does. I bet you he's modeled after Robin Hood. You know, I saw a bunch of people talking about their cave paintings. There's cave paintings in caves in this game. If I come across one, I'll point it out. And they are very, very mysterious, but I think I have a theory of what they are. So, in lots of Pokemon games, there's always like, and I have huge fan of Pokemon. Obviously, we did the Sulflock, so that's bottled after the Nuzlocke. But in Pokemon games, I think it's happened at more than once. At least more than once. 1 Pokemon to 4 Pokemon are like these mythical beings, especially like Arceus and all that crap. Like Arceus made all the other legendary Pokemon. Arceus like made time and space and this shit, and made Pokemon to make that reality. And hey, Daryl's playing some My Hero Ultra. I think it's something like that. I bet you there's going to be like 4 badass warlords of the apocalypse, because Sulfur we're supposed to be in hell, or like the middle ground. What is it? See, the brain fog, man, from not sleeping well. That's the thing. You got to sleep well. You got to have a consistent schedule, and you'll feel like $1,000,000. Or else you're like me and you're drinking 3 coffees and an energy drink alongside probably a Dr. Pepper with dinner, And I'm going to die at a very young age, and I've come to accept that. But if I ain't living right now, why do I want to prolong that? Let's have fun now and stay awake. This is eventually, once I can fit a normal sleep schedule and I feel good and all that, I'm probably going to go into like some heroin levels of withdrawal from caffeine, I bet. We need to do a check to see if it's glitched or something. Like, are we able to? Oh yeah, we're still here. We're still here, punk. What are you gonna do about it, huh? You stay stunned? I mean, I guess we could leave and like come back and see what he's doing. But at this point, I'll just timestamp it. Anybody that stays for the entire filibuster, I don't know. Filibuster is not a filibuster. Filibuster is what? It's like where you're trying to like get something in court, but if you like take too much time or whatever, then you're just like ruined. You throw the whole thing out. It's not, maybe not court, but it's like a public thing. I remember it on Parks and Rec and everything. I don't try to pretend like I know everything. I would never do that. But I've heard the word, and it's fun. Filibuster. It's fun. It's a good void filler. Void buster. Hey, that's where they got it from. Maybe they were like, talking down to somebody, Buster. Because do you wonder, like, some of the sillier, funny things you can call people now used to probably be, like, some generation's bitch? Because, like, in prison, you're not supposed to call anybody bitch. That's, like, fighting words or whatever. So imagine if you found someone old enough with Alzheimer's and you called them Buster, and then they got mad at you. I don't know. I don't know. What do we do now? Now I'm thinking about Joe Biden and Corn Pop. If you haven't heard the legacy of Corn Pop, he was a bad dude. That's all I can say. I also saw, I don't know, I used to follow YouTube drama really closely. Like, not closely, but I liked watching some of the videos. They've gotten a bit stale, I think people have lost the intrigue, the luster of YouTubers, They're not as mythical as they used to be. And I'll still watch some of them. I like June the King and stuff. I think he's good. I think he does a good job. But I have been following the Mr. Beast drama pretty closely, and the Dogpack 404 Soggy Cereal Saga, and that shit is wild. I watched the Soggy Cereal one, and it definitely seemed like it was incredibly biased towards Mr. Beast, and I don't think Dogpack is good at what he's doing, but I don't think he lied about everything. But the whole video was weird. I think in general we can agree Mr. Beast has done some bad things, but not as many bad things as other people were saying. But we also don't want to, kneel down and cut both balls. We don't want to do that. you don't do that for either side. You don't do that for Dogpack. You don't do that for Mr. Beast. Back to Sulfur. Why am I talking about? It's like since I have nothing else to do, I've completely. I imagine ADHD has grabbed the reins and it's just doing whatever it wants. Like this is how my brain jumps from thing to thing. This could be a while. This could be a long while. I think I should be drinking water in exchange for this energy drink for this. Because it's like, at this point, it's an endurance test. And you know what's funny? When I got diagnosed with ADHD, the psychiatrist I was seeing was like, you ever done what's it called, a BG check or some shit like that? And I was like, no, I don't know what that is. And it's this test where it's just a full gray screen, and it flashes a blue box, a blue circle, a red box, and a red circle. And you have to, I think it was you had to press space space, I think. I don't know. It was so fucking boring. It's 20 minutes of that, which is what we're coming up on. 20 minutes of clicking space. If you see, I think it was the exact same one. So it had to be a red square and then a red square. And if it was a blue square after that, you don't click or press space. Oh my God. I was like, do people without ADHD, are they like hyped for this shit? They're like, let's go! My favorite fucking show! Forward squares and circles. Like, it was so unbelievable. Oh my God, by the end of it, I know it's not enough to get me angry or anything, but I was like falling asleep. I wanted to get up from my chair, but I didn't want to, I was afraid if I failed it that I would have to completely redo it, and there was just a whole pain in the butt. So, we've seen the roadmap for Sulfur. We've seen that we're getting, right now they're doing the fixing shit phase, and then I think what's next is weapons and stuff, right? No, weapons and stuff is coming after. I don't want to leave the screen. Maybe I can get away with it, to be honest. We'll probably hear Homeboy when he starts moving about. Where's my cursor? There it is. Excuse me, I have a disease. So we look at the roadmap. Fixing shit. Deep Woods is next. That's awesome. I cannot wait for Deep Woods. You're scaring me that I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how to feel about that. So I'm just going to read off what I got over here, and you'll just have to trust that I'm not lying to you. Almost 20 minutes. Okay, then Guns and Magic. Then the Fortress, which no one has any indication of what that could be. The Desert. Revenge. Which that looks like it might be St. Lucia. Endless Mode. Okay, I cannot wait for Endless Mode. Something got caught in my nose there. What was that noise? There are other enemies on this level too, right? I feel like something's moving around. I don't want to turn on the music because then I'd have to stop the timer, so I'm sorry about that. The music's such a vibe too. But yeah, so as far as the Deep Woods go, whatever. What are they going to do with Guns and Magic though? That's going to be exciting. I want to see what all they have to do. I'm kind of bummed not to see that doesn't make any promises of new armor or anything, but they also didn't say that they were going to add storage systems, so these are just the promises. I can't wait to see what they do in between, and I also hope, there's a stretch goal of multiplayer if they can get 1 million wish lists or 200,000 sales, and I think they hit 50,000? If not more than that, they tweeted about something. So I could see us getting multiplayer. Me personally, I don't care. I don't think I'll play multiplayer very much. Maybe like once or twice a week. It's not really why I play this game. I love multiplayer games. If anything, that's where I'm rooted. These were the first games I fell in love with multiplayer, but except for Fallout and Borderlands. But I played Borderlands multiplayer, and Fallout has always been just like the best. We only shot him once, right? Yeah, that looks like once. Should I reload? Yeah, that's confirmed. Oh, hey, you really suck at this. That's a bouncing bullet. That could have been really bad. I could just chill him with the chest right here. All right, then. There's no way we're passing 20 minutes. But yeah, I hope they go the Fortnite approach. And I don't know if that's controversial to say because Fortnite has been so overdone and kind of annoying to people now. Just even whispering Fortnite can be annoying to some people. And I'm not saying that about me. I love Fortnite. I just know that some people are like, oh, don't Fortniteify your shit, dude. Don't do this or that. And I agree to some extent. I think there are things that Fortnite has done that are wrong. Like listen too much to big content creators. I know that's pissed off people in the past because one person might not like one thing and this or that. I would never ask an indie dev to change something unless I actually thought it was something important that needed to be changed. That is like an obvious change. I would never be like, oh, I suck with the Wyatt Pulsar, so it needs to change. I'm just gonna hate it. That's all it is. I would never ask for it to be buffed or stomp my feet and kick and scream like I'm in a Will Ferrell. Then, granted, I don't know if it's what I did to the gun that made it this way, but I've noticed my aftershock for my catacoil will also do the same. It's a very powerful enchantment. I've used every scroll except for, I think I've used them all. I haven't used the Earth one. Okay, I've not tried rooting anybody yet. I was gonna try that with this, and then I was like, I don't want to waste a gun on that scroll in when it's not even electric, and the whole thing with the taser. Unplugged my mic. I don't know when. Oh shit. Hopefully it wasn't too long ago. Shit. This was the worst time to do that. Ah, damn. I don't know. I feel like I just looked over there. When can I? How did I? I need to super glue this mic in. There's no reason for me to ever unplug it, and it just unplugs itself. I just started doing that. What was I saying? So Minecraft has like we didn't even hear all that. So I was saying if they're gonna change and nerf how strong aftershock really is, Maybe I'll have to go and lip read. I don't know if I'll have time for that though. Now I'm contemplating just like skipping through all of this because who really wants to sit here and listen to me ramble for 30 minutes? It's like the world's worst podcast with no direction. Now my son is crying. Man, I really wish I wouldn't unplug the mic. That's so embarrassing. It's happened. It's not the first time it's happened, too. It's embarrassing. I wish I could get like a ding, your mic is unplugged. You know, maybe it was only for a few seconds. That would be a dream. If that was the case, then I don't feel the need to go in and do anything about it. That's just called acceptance. You know, you missed 3 seconds or whatever saying. But anyways, okay. So if they decide to nerf, it's fucked up, muting the baby monitor, but I'm gonna do it. I like to watch it in case she's too tired and I need to come grab him and just do my husband shit and make sure that I'm on top of it. But if they nerf Aftershock, I'm hoping they do like Minecraft has legacy items and weapons that at one point, like you were able to put knockback on a stick or on anything, and some people have that still in their servers, and you can find builds that still have that. It would be cool if that was somehow possible. I don't know the makings to make that a thing, because then, you know, you start at the beginning. Yeah, you can have some guns that are super powerful that only you can have, and the bit of FOMO is kind of nice, you know. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, it's cool to have that exclusive Aftershock Taser pistol that knocks him out for 30 minutes. But at the same time, if they nerf it and I don't get that anymore, I don't care, you know. Or just don't nerf it. It's a single-player adventure. There's no competitive aspect to it. But if there was a competitive aspect to it, that's what I was going at. Was I would love to name guns so that I can have better categorization of my guns, and I grow attached to these guns when I make them. Like when I sold the Storm Thrower because I needed inventory space, and the Rocket Assault Rifle because I needed inventory space, and the Samurai outfit because I needed inventory space. Not to mention, inventory space came shortly after, a few days after I sold all those things, which was just super sad and depressing, and just, I'm still mourning it. Oh, man. But after doing that, I realized how much I cared about those, and I really wish I could get them back, especially the assault rifle, but I can't. So, yeah, we need to be able to name them. And then another thing, if you want to make it competitive, maybe some sort of leaderboard, stats. I would love stats. I would love to see how many goblins I've killed, how many times I've run the caves, how many times I've gone through town, how many times I've beat St. Lucia. Obviously, I'll never be able to get those now, but I think that's a totally fine thing to have in a game like this. It's a roguelite, you know? It's the competitiveness is between you and yourself. It's all about your PBs. What can I do to do better at this? The same thing with Elden Ring. While it not be a roguelite extraction shooter, people are always going on about their PBs, their personal bests, like how fast can I beat the game, this or that. And I do plan to speedrun this game. I think I've mentioned that in every single video we've ever made. I have plans to speedrun it. And this is the worst video of all time. 30 minutes of a stun. I'm absolutely torn on what the fuck is this? Get the fuck out of here. It was like, you're not doing anything. Can I throw an ad at you? I'm absolutely torn if I want to keep this in. Maybe we should try to do a better job keeping the conversation on Sulfur so that it's still a Sulfur topic. Because I used to just do variety stuff, and then Sulfur took over my life. I literally named the video, "This Game Will Take Over Your Life," because I did enjoy playing a different indie game every day. I used to boast about that. I would try a different game every day. Maybe some people thought I was playing bad games on purpose. I wasn't. Sometimes I would see a game like Quad Rover Simulator and be like, yeah, that's going to be bad, so I'll try it. You know, I would try to play games that look like what I was getting. So if it looked bad, I expected bad. I treated it accordingly. So when something was great, it was great, and I had no qualms with it. This game looked, I don't know what it, just like, I need to think back, and maybe that's the issue with why I think I know it's only been like 20 days or something, but I feel like the general population is enjoying Sulfur, but there should be more people. I think it should be seen by everyone. I only have 1 or 2 friends that have the game, and I think that's criminal. I think everyone should appreciate this work of. It's a fine work of art. I mean, I've not been sucked in a game by like this since like Dead by Daylight. All right, and that's a me thing. I just love horror properties. I love movies and horror stuff and all that. So, like, that's the only reason I got sucked in. When I feel like the only proper test to do here is to shoot someone else and see if they stay stunned this long. I don't want to do that, and I'll tell you why. Because I could probably keep talking like this for hours on end. This is the Sulfur podcast. What would we call a Sulfur podcast? So they took Sulfur and made fun of shoes. Sulfur. On air with Sulfur. No, that's terrible. Sulfuries only. No, not a furry. Soul. Oh, soul. Like your soul. Soul Talk with Furry John. I don't know what to do there. Soul Talk, Soul. What do they say? What is some stuff they say in the game there? Amulet, Speaking Zone. I don't know. It's the Sulfur podcast. Nobody else has done it. I'm just gonna grab that right here, first episode, and it's the first podcast that's ever been that's on a strict timer, dictated by the first enemy you see in a level, and how long they'll stay stunned. I mean, there could be multiple reasons why this happened. It could be where he's standing. I don't know if we pushed him back there from the effect of the gun. Aftershock is a pretty scary sounding gun. Maybe it had a nice big blowback. I did say we gave him a nice blowing job at the start of this. But yes, welcome back to the first episode of the Sulfur podcast. There's not much to talk about. I mean, what would you do for a single player podcast only? The thing is with this game is there's so much to it. And that's why it took my life over. I was expecting just a run-of-the-mill shooter, just some fun little single-player, a la, like, what's another single-player game I just ran through and enjoyed the hell out of it? The Resident Evil games, something like that. I was expecting something like that where you just, like, kind of play through and, enjoy them for what they are, except for Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 is a game you go back and you play a bunch of times because it's the perfect gameplay loop. And in an action adventure, it's the perfect gameplay loop. Straight up. You cannot argue that. But then, the more I played this, the more I saw the different guns, and every time I played, there was a new item, and the effects that they could have, and the weirdness, and the fact that nobody knew what was going on, and it's still like that. We don't know what's going on. There's myths and tales everywhere. I feel like this is the one game where if people were to data mine, others would be upset about that. Don't data mine this game. The mystery is so awesome. And it's just because the pure scope of things, the amount of stuff they put in here, all handcrafted art, it's impressive and amazing. And at one point, I would have said Copycat was my game of the year. Obviously, it's Sulfur. I don't ever want to step away. There's just so much to do, and I'm in love with it. I don't know how you just continuously talk about one indie game. Maybe they should figure that out. Figure out how to do a live service game in a respectable way that continues to pump in new items and areas. If they can figure that out, I'm saying up the team numbers, man. Monetize the shit. I wouldn't be upset with it. Now, granted, you pay... It's not a cheap game by any means, is it? $25 for the privilege. So if you were to monetize it, you'd have to do a light monetization. I'm talking $1 to $2 at the most for gun skins, for one. That's a very easy thing to do. Throw on some gun skins in there. $1 to $2 at the most. Maybe a $5 skin once the population starts, fizzling out. That's when you can start taking advantage of those people if you want to be like any other company. But yeah, I could see that, and then that way they can keep giving us awesome stuff. Or we just get a Sulfur 2. Sulfur 2 would be cool eventually down the line. I just don't ever want to stop. This is my game, man. I've been saying forever. I've been like, I want something fresh, something new that I'm just not getting from anywhere else. I didn't expect it to be a single player thing. Because like I said, my heart is usually in multiplayer. But this game is just so addicting. And to be honest, if it was multiplayer, especially PvP, I don't think I would have played as long. There's a fat fucking chance I would have enjoyed this as much if it was a strictly PvP experience. If there was PvP attached on somehow, for one, I don't know how you do that. You'd have to do like a death match. That would be fun. A 1v1 death match would actually be really fun where you don't lose any of your kit and it's just a total random free-for-all, whatever you could do with the oils. That would be really cool. Throw them in an arena, 1v1s, because then you can, like, do that once in a while. 1v1s, 2v2s, something like that. That would be really interesting. Or if you want to go the opposite end of that, a giant battle. But again, it's a smaller team. 16v16 with these crazy weapons would destroy everyone's computers as we know it. Yeah, actually, that's a class action lawsuit because this game doesn't handle a lot of things well. It's early access. They're going to get these things fixed. It's fixing shit. That's the stage we're in. And I'd say we're being spoiled. With a storage update, they were like, hey, we hear you guys. You're making this request for your storage to be fixed. It's not even a fix. It was like, I was fine. I could have kept playing the game like the way it was. I really could have. I would have just saved scum every time I make a new gun. I would, what I was doing was back up the save and then throw it on my desktop. And then if I ever wanted to play with that gun again, I would just go back in that save. This is a much better experience having it all there for me. And they were very careful with the way they worded it. At least 5, so there will be additional guns and everything. So I'm not worried, or additional storage items. So I'm not really worried about that. Dude, this is ridiculous. There's gonna be I don't have 6 hours. Like, how long is he gonna be like this? I don't know when the give up point is. I'm so stubborn too. I'm stubborn. I remember one time I was playing DBD, and I'll be quick so we can get back to Sulfur, and I was playing a Michael Myers match, and the survivors did a glitch to where I was stuck in that match because I couldn't pull them from a locker, and it took me about 40 minutes. We're getting there. I would say it was about 40 minutes of me fighting with them because they were in my chat at the time. I was streaming on Twitch, and they found my stream, and they were in my chat, and I was fighting with them on like, you quit, not me, you did it, and they said they didn't do the glitch on purpose. I'm no fool. You did that shit on purpose. You're trolling, and I knew it, and eventually they quit. All right, I'm not an idiot. They were doing it all game. From the very first moment of the game, they didn't even work on a single generator. I'm not stupid. You knew what you were doing. Go fuck yourself. But yeah, I would hope to see. Obviously, endless mode is a way to, because the game is procedurally generated. You go through, it starts making the areas as you go through. So with the procedural generation, endless mode could seemingly scratch an itch for a very, very long time. Seeing it there, though, does make me sad that I don't have it. I would love endless mode. Now, granted, I could still do that on my own, but the temptation to make that a challenge, I mean, I guess we could do that. We could do a video where we played, no, because the difficulty won't ramp. So you can't do that. The endless modes, the difficulty continues to ramp. More enemies on screen. I mean, they're very popular in roguelites. Most roguelites are already in endless mode. Well, maybe not most, but a lot of them are. So I think Risk of Rain is endless, right? I think you just keep going. And it gets to the point where Risk of Rain is more like, it's not about beating it. It's about seeing a stress test for your computer until it just breaks. And those games are very popular. So if Sulfur wanted to do that, I don't think anybody would be negative towards that. It's already got some of the issues. Man, do we turn on the music? It's going to skew the timer. We've already made it 40 minutes without the music. I'm curious if anybody makes it to this point. Tell me. I'm curious if you manage to sit here for 40 minutes of one long, drawn-out ramble that is not contributing to anything, really. I wonder if this will never end. If this will never end. This could hit an hour and still keep going. The bug might be that it's done so much aftershocking that it's a continuous loop. Like, maybe the numbers went so high they went negative and the game can't comprehend that. I'm going to guess that is the case. And I don't know how I should have been able to guess it from the beginning. I think we could try to make it for an hour, but it also feels like quite an accomplishment if we could do so. What is there? What other things? Like, I'm trying to read minds here, what we could talk about for Sulfur, because obviously I don't care too much about the lore. Me personally, the game is not about story. It's about getting in there and killing stuff. But when I did come across the androids, after seeing the same thing dozens of hundreds of times, it feels like, sorry, the disease is back. After seeing those, it was such a shock, and I was actually invested in the world of the game for once. And that's not a negative take on the game. I just think certain action games aren't built for story; they're built for gameplay. And this game, obviously, its bread and butter is the gameplay. That being, making crazy guns. That's the end game. That's when you know you've reached the apex. I wonder how long it's going to keep me in here before the game registers an issue. So maybe I should move a little bit. What if I don't want to leave him. He's still looking at me like he's... What was that? He's still in there. Guy is still in there, you know? He's just not himself right now. His buddy tried to save him. What would happen? Oh, I can't shoot the aftershock again because the way aftershock works is if they're in the area when it hits, it will affect them. So if I were to shoot him again, that would skew whatever the results is from this. I'm gonna say at an hour we have to call it though. It's almost making it easier not looking at the timer. But I can't do anything to pause the game. I can't tab. I can't hit escape. I just have to sit here and let my mouse drain its battery life. I'm cautiously optimistic at some point he's going to wake up. He's going to wake up like Joe Biden always threatened he would do. But, man, politics are crazy, dude. I don't want to get into those. I don't even like politics. I hate politics. Politics are dumb. It's like everybody gets all mad about something they have no control over. I mean, I guess you have somewhat control because you vote for it, but it's like, everyone just gets so mad about it. Why can't we just chill and have a good time? Why can't we just, why can't we vote for free Slurpees on the weekends? You know what I mean? I haven't had a Slurpee in years. It's almost like that felt like a Slurpee experience. I got a new water bottle. I've been on a plastic game for a long time. This is like a metallic one, and it's cold for literally all day. Crazy experience. What an upgrade. What a life advancement. That is the technology of man. I wonder if we'll see some of that here. Because it's like, I think we're in like purgatory. That's the word I was thinking of earlier. I don't know if I came to that conclusion. We're in like purgatory, so you got stuff from the past, stuff from the future. I don't know why the androids are there. Why are they dead? They're part human. So are they dead, or did they travel using some sort of future technology to find themselves in Sulfur and get rocked by some bozo who was using a water gun as a secondary? You know what I mean? Like, where did you go wrong, Mr. Android Man? There's so much stuff you could do in this game. Like, there's so much I could be doing right now. Leveling guns, going on a fun run, enjoying myself. Instead, I tased this man and talked for 45 minutes straight. This is crazy. What am I doing? My God, man. Oh, my God. I guess I needed to talk. Because, like, all day... Like I said, the sleep regression, sometimes when you're with your baby, you don't talk to anybody for 2 or 3 hours. And if you're a social animal like me, a little social butterfly, it can be weird. I don't like not talking. I love when my wife is home because I can talk to her. Sometimes if I'm extra lonely, I'll join a Discord call with some friends that don't even know I'm stalking. I'm a Scorpio. I'm going to stalk a little bit. And I'll join in and just, fart around in there for a minute just because I need it. You, socially can crave that energy, and I'll chase after that like the dragon, baby. But speaking of which, I have not watched that new Yakuza show, Like a Dragon, on Amazon Prime. But yeah, if anybody makes it this far, just tell me you did it. Just tell me you did it, because if I can do it, I mean, why though? There's no structure to it. The way a good podcast or anything is made is with some structure. This is just overlapping thoughts connected to one another by what feels like being forced. Like, I didn't have a choice in this. Robin Hood didn't have a choice in this. My thoughts are, they've got me held hostage here. And I mean, I guess I could have walked away, gone and done something productive. There's a few dishes in the sink, 1 or 2. I could have gone and done them and just time-lapsed this thing. But I didn't know it was going to be this bad. I've used Aftershock on my Catacoil a few times. It's never been like this. This is absurd. His eyes look like they're crossed out. Has that always been the case? Is he dead? Did you die? Oh, no, it's because I'm too far away. Is the farther you get away, they start to cross out. Weird. You can't edit the graphics in this game, so it's not that. We're going to get a little up close and personal here. 15 minutes. We can do this, guys. We can do this. I do think we're setting a world record for the slowest ever run in Caves 1, except for the people that didn't realize their game started. They got up to make a hot bucket, came back, and none of the enemies had found them in the starting room. Outside of those guys, we're still actively playing this thing, all right? There are still things in motion in the game that we set that way. This is a world record for the longest run, which is not impressive. It's not impressive, granted. But yeah, as far as speedrunning goes, I've got like a checklist. I've always talked about speedrunning. I wanted to speedrun Resident Evil 4, but that was taxing. Like, in order to speedrun that game, you have to do a lot. Like, to get infinite ammo on certain stuff, and especially all weapons. It got to the point where I was just like, I don't have the time for this. I'm not going to set the time for that. This game, obviously, no one knows the strategies for speedrunning. The number one strategy is running shoes. If you don't have running shoes, speedrunning is probably not. You're going to lose minutes because you don't have those. At 15% sprint burst per shoe, you need them. So those are like absolutely necessary. You're going to use those most of the time. I personally might, if I get 2 diving fins, I might explore that in the sewers and see if that's actually a viable method. Unfortunately, you'd have to open your inventory, so I don't think it's going to be viable. If anything, you might be better bringing some Holy Toast and just getting Coyote time to walk over the water. But that feels really weird. I would like to see the diving fins be really effective to the point where I'm swimming so fast that it would be hard not to use them. Otherwise, sewers might just be a toss-up. But I think if you're speedrunning a game legitimately, you have to look for every advantage you can get anywhere you can get it. I know one boss skip. That's the mace guy. And as far as like what are the rules for speedrunning it, it would probably have to be reaching the portals. So with St. Lucia, there is a glitch where you can't reach the end portal if you kill her too quickly. So you would have to play around that strategically. You have to hit all of her levels. So they might have done that on purpose to force speedrunners to use their brain a little bit. I don't know if speedrunning was ever an intent in this game, but I do think it is because it's absolutely perfect for it. It's so perfect for speedrunning. And I'm talking about not obviously a fresh run speedrun is probably more interesting because you have to like go through and figure stuff out. But a fully decked out speedrun I think is also very interesting because imagine you beat the game in 20 minutes, which I do think under 30 is not it's not asking for too much because those power bars are so broken. You pop some power bars, you got the running shoes. I could easily beat Caves in under 5 minutes. Easily. If I power barred every room, hit every jump right, Caves is done in 5 minutes. No doubt in my mind. And that's 1/5 of the current game. So you would need power bars, you need running shoes, you would need a charm gun because there is a boss skip that I know of that the charm gun can let you skip a whole ass boss. I mean, they'd probably save 30 seconds with that. It's pretty crazy. You need a breacher because it's the only way around Cousin. You would need some sort of high-powered gun to hurt Lucia, but you can't kill her too fast. And as far as the Mace Knight goes, you don't need to do that fight. You can just walk past it. That, to me, is the craziest level skip in the world. You could just leave the room. That's the other thing with Caves. There is a stipulation. You have to get a room that has the double jump up into the air, like the area up above with the pink and everything, because there's a straight-up level skip up there. So you'd need that. And then otherwise, besides the power bars, you just need a bunch of health potions. Maybe a grenade, so you don't have to have the melee out, and you can just have a melee or a grenade in your inventory that you can just have out the whole time. Because realistically, in a speedrun, you're not going to shoot much. If anything, I would probably assume infinite ammo SMG, like we have a Red A we could use to clear a door if you need to, or a shotgun Balthazar, because a shotgun Balthazar with bullet bounce would probably, like say in sewers, those doors can get really congested. If you had bullet bounce, shotgun, infinite ammo on a Balthazar, I don't see how you couldn't just, clear that door away really fast on the way in, because it does happen. There's a lot of mystery on what's going to hold you up. Hedge maze would be huge. Hedge maze is totally question mark on how quickly you can get through it. Sometimes I've gotten through it in 20 seconds. Sometimes it's taken me 3-4 minutes. So, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. Me personally, I would probably only quit if... sorry, something in my throat. if I was playing a speed run and caves, I didn't get shoot, I don't know. If I fell once at any point in caves, I would probably quit. I would quit and restart because it's the first one. But then after that, I'm taking whatever comes my way. I think that's probably the proper mentality for speedrunning. I'm really excited to try it. I've just been putting it off because there's other stuff in the game that I really like doing, the fun stuff. If I was to speedrun the game, it wouldn't be an obsessive thing. Maybe like once a week, try to break a PB, maybe. But I would also rather put more my effort more towards wacky guns, weird ideas for playthroughs, which I have a bunch. I've just been writing them down. I feel like a production assistant for a movie or something. Every time I think of an idea, I'm like, oh shit, that would work. When the Guns and Magic comes, and then hopefully new gameplay mechanics with Deep Woods, Fortress, Desert, Revenge, even Endless, would be really nice. I wouldn't be shocked if we got some way to customize our armor, but also I wouldn't be shocked if we didn't get that. 8 minutes to go. I'm gonna guess that there is a bug that is making it so if you do so much aftershock to one enemy, they're stuck in an infinite loop. I was a game tester for 3 years. This is not an uncommon thing. I mean, it's not out of the question. I worked on Crackdown 3, Gears 5, Halo Infinite, some big games in there. I worked on some big high-profile games, and yeah, there was stuff like this. There was wacky little stuff like this, and it's just I think it's probably a negative value somewhere. It may be so much aftershock that it's gone negative, and it's just an infinite loop, and he's just gonna be stuck in that. And if that's the case, this is proof that this is the perfect Taser build because they're never gonna break out of it. I wish we had the shotgun, but my inventory did get deleted. Well, a good fourth of my inventory got deleted, which is really frustrating. At first, I thought it was me, and then I looked up in the Discord and saw that other people had come across the exact same thing, so it wasn't me. I just didn't notice apparently, like, it'll show, say a gun has, like, 6 slots it needs. 2 of those won't be, like, highlighted, and you could put items on top of it. And if you do that for whatever reason, it might not even be your fault. You could pick it up off the ground and could just jump into your inventory. It will just delete shit. And I apparently did it a lot, which would make sense because of what I've been doing to rank up my guns is go through town, kill everybody in town, go through sewers, kill everybody in sewers until I get to an area that has, a bunch of annoying enemies. If there's like 5 or 6 big dogs in one area, which I don't know if I've ever seen 5 or 6, but I've seen 2 or 3, I might just be like, bro, I don't math, but that's a good 9 to 12 dogs in one area potentially. No, thank you. And I'm counting the big ones as part because every big one turns into 3 when you kill it. So that's 4 right there. So it's like, yeah, you consider that 9 or 12. And it's just sometimes it's just like this gun isn't strong enough to where this won't scare the hell out of me, or I'm going to rely too heavily on my catacoil with aftershock. So there's a good chance I was just looting mindlessly on my way out of sewers, and I just overlapped something and deleted a bunch of my inventory, including that BMG, which was going to make the shotgun hopefully a one-shot kill after aftershock. Hopefully. Obviously, it's going to require some additional testing. This Balthazar, 100% without a doubt, in my single-digit brain-celled mind, is going to one-tap mostly everything. It's a stupid amount of damage. This was one of the first guns I built, and then when I slapped shotgun on it, I was like, oh, yeah, she's a cooker. She's one of my favorites, and I'm rebuilding it because, this one doesn't. This one's got BMG, but I'm rebuilding a shotgun one. A shotgun one is absolutely busted with the Balthazar. You do need to tighten the spread a little bit, though. I've noticed it's really inconsistent, but most guns are unless you work on the spread, and that's part of the, decision-making process, which this game has a lot of that. In fact, it's got more brain work than anything I've ever played. I mean, you have to decide what you're going to bring in a run. You have to decide what you're going to do to certain guns, what armor sets you're going to use, what you could see. Like I said, with a speed run, you need to bring a charm gun, in my opinion, infinite ammo, breacher. I would bring a dunce cap. I've got some ideas on dungeon that I think you can use a dunce cap and a couple power bars. And then that's another thing is I need to test around the power bars because I do believe the speed stacks. I think you could just keep stacking speed because I've eaten 2 of them and I am certainly faster than any being has ever been. But then you also have to worry because what was it? I think it was in Castle last night when we did the Infinite reload? What did we do last night? I think it was when we were doing the infinite reload. Or no, the grenades. It was when we were doing the grenades. And I ate 2 power bars and glitched through a wall in Castle. It wasn't a positive. If I would have gone any farther, I would have fallen off the map and probably lost a significant chunk of time. So there is that. You got to work with what you got, baby. But yeah, as far as my plans for Sulfur go, speedrunning is next. I want to take a crack at it. But I'm still building a bunch of guns in the background because when I have, say the wife is working, the son is napping for 2 hours, I'm ranking up guns. I'm ranking them up so that I can do a video and spend time with you guys, as I always appreciate conversations we have in the comments, and our mutual love for this game is something that is felt while I'm making a video, while you're watching the video. It's Sulfur, man. It's just so goddamn good. My game of the year, it's kind of the point where it might be one of the best games I've ever played. And the potential is beyond that. It's beyond my appreciation of gaming, which I've had my entire life. I assume if you're watching a YouTube video on gaming, you've probably had the appreciation your entire life. It's just perfect random. You guys are perfect. And random. You know, we found a used condom a few times. The first time it was truly something special. That was when we had the elf shoes on. But I've got video ideas for gun builds. I've got videos for playthrough build, like weird playthroughs, including some that have specific builds for them, which I haven't tried yet because it's a lot of work, a lot of pre-production work, you know, stuff I have to do in game to get to that. And then some, I want to try some different stuff too. Like the sewers thing where we look for that vendor. That's different. That's not. So if there's something specific that you want to see, like, let me know. I'm always open to new ideas and then trying to take a crack at them, because I just can play this game till the cows come home. And there's not one thing this game has given me that is bad, except for some of the hair loss when I was learning the game. You know, the malding stages. I think the second or third Let's Play of this, I was so mad at the end of it. I said, I'm not playing this again. I'm not going to play it ever again. I think I legitimately said that, and I was ready to retire. Maybe that's why, you know, we can't get as many people. We need to get more people on this game. It's so good. And then I came back 3 hours later. I came back. There's no way I was sleeping that night. I had to take another crack at it. I lost all that stuff I worked so hard for. Come back 3 hours later, and yeah, you really learn a lot about yourself with this. A lot about addiction. It's a shin with a dick on it. Well, we're almost reached the 1 hour mark. I think once we hit the 1 hour mark, there won't be any more jokes about penises. That's a lie. After the 1 hour mark, there will be jokes about penises. As far as the timer goes, I mean, if I'm looking at the recording thing, there's a good 3 minutes before this, so it might be a little clickbait. People are going to be like, what is this? I'll put in the comments, I'll pin it. You can jump ahead to when we're actually using the gun. I can't believe we did this. This was crazy. A whole hour. And now you got to stick the landing. Sulfur, perfect random. Please don't let me down. Please continue to make this game as good as it is. Don't ruin it. I don't know how you could, but if you found a way to ruin it, you break my heart. I guess I said the same thing about DBD, and there's been 20 different times I quit DBD, so you can ruin a game if you really try your best at it. I did see a comment from them saying they want to be like Dead Cells, where they can go for 10 plus years. That there was so much excitement in my heart. I felt like a boy again. I was like, please do that. I don't ever want to not have a healthy supply of Sulfur content. Whatever you do, man, you guys, you're a small dev team, and you've made a sizable chunk of cash off of this. I mean, they showed that they sold, like, I can't remember if it was 150,000 or 50,000. That is a healthy chunk for the gang, and it was well earned. And I hope that will inspire you guys, and the warm reception and the community that have been growing so quickly. The community on Reddit, Discord, YouTube. It's amazing to see. That's how you know you made a good game, when people are willing to show up and absolutely gush over it and talk about it any chance they can get. I think we're going to give up on this. It's an hour plus that the stun will give you from the taser. So there is that. And I have one little quick test after this. It won't be as bad. Yeah, he wasn't glitched or anything. He wasn't like in... So what we'll do is I'm going to shoot one little bullet at this guy. Hey, Mr. Guy, come here. Come here. Wait, no, stay down on the ground. There you go. Okay, wait, I can't. I was going to shoot. I said one and I shot two. That's my bad. Oh, can we turn the music back on? My God, this is so eerie. I can't, unfortunately, can't listen to Freddie Gibbs while we do this. Actually, you might have gotten sick of that song. If anything, you would have been wise to turn on a song in the background. You had that opportunity. I got the gold chain. Okay, I saw him drop it back there. The gold chain right off the rip is kind of nuts. Imagine this was your first ever playthrough. You'd be kind of pissed off. If it was your first run, you'd be like, hey, wait, why can't I put on this gold chain? So we're going to hit one person with one bullet, and then I'm going to kill myself. Oh, my God. Okay, that was... What the... That was weird. Okay, watch this. Oh, well, maybe not him. He sucks. I need somebody who's not going to die. Oh, they're fighting something up here. Damn it. That was a headshot. I shouldn't have done that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tab out and see if it freezes him in time. Which I don't think it will, because the game... It's not like the game stops running. So... If we tab out, it ends. It ends. So, I think we hit like a negative value. Jesus Christ, bro. Isn't it a little early to kill yourself over and over again? Okay, I think we can confirm that. We hit some sort of weird value that the game can't fucking comprehend. Alright. Oh. Okay, back to Taser fun times. I missed him. I'm locking that man in his own purgatory. That's the thing. If I lock him in there, it's like a sulfur on top of a sulfur. Like a hat on a hat. They just get to get stuck in there forever. Oh my God, the police cap. Holy shit. Wait, we can't do that. It doesn't even affect it. We do 0. Ah, for the meme. Let's just pretend like I put it on. Edit that one out, Captain. I almost don't want to play sewers, man. Or, caves. We've been in here so long. We spent an hour on caves. How bad is he? How bad is he at this game? Let's speedrun it a little bit. Let's move it along. We see too much caves, you know? Caves is too easy. You know, I like to make a gun showcase and then run through it, but this is a very specific gun. We need to see a big boy. I need to try aftershocking a ghost. Oh, I didn't bring my pocket rocket, dude. I said a pocket pistol. I meant a pocket rocket. Didn't bring the pocket rocket. So what happened was, I thought explosive bullets did not do damage to walls, and then someone in the comments was like, no, it does. It does. And I'm spacing their name right now. That's only because I don't want to say the wrong person. I want to say it was Buffalo, but I don't know. If I say the wrong name, I'll feel bad, so I'm not going to say that. But someone reminded me, or they informed me, not a reminder, I didn't know. You have to shoot the ground, and it will actually blow the wall up. So that's why I made the pocket rocket. Yeah, there you go. And it is very fun to just lug around. It only takes up 4 spots. Just a little snut. And you don't even have to do anything. You just have to level up once and then put explosive on it. And you're good. I can't even use the rocket too, or the shotgun, which is bothering me. He caught a whiff of that. So wait, I don't have to kill anybody. They're stuck forever. Wait a second. The sniper shotgun is not important because these guys are permanently stuck like that. The only people I would have to finish off is the bosses. Yeah, they're not going anywhere, boss. That's actually fucking hilarious. This gun is OP and it does 0 damage. Okay, well that was a little stupid. Clearly that shit was clipping through my mans. I guess we should go to... I don't think you can stun cousin. I think... Maybe? I don't think so. I don't think you could do a full stun. Let's get to him. Oh, you. Don't hit me or else I put you in sulfur purgatory. You don't want that shit. Okay, I'm about to die on some dumb shit. On a fucking technicality. On technically I'm an idiot. Uh-oh. What the? There's not normally this many people here, is there? That's what you get. Wait, no. Even though that explosive is way scarier than anything. Like, what the hell? Anything the explosive gun does. I mean, that's an earthquaker. That's like if the Rock used 99% of his power right there. That's Aftershock is scary. Didn't the Rock like retire or some shit? He was like, I'm done making movies because I'll become a stereotype or some shit. And then everyone was like, yeah, the Rock was really lazy, by the way, the whole time. I saw something about that. I don't know if you have to hit every pellet. That might be hard. Like, is there people chasing me now because I didn't hit every pellet on everybody? Or are they all just still back here booling in the room? Okay. I don't remember which room it was. Either way, you've got enough time to walk away, make a snack, and finish the level. Like, most people, it's going to be infinite. Halo Infinite. Which I worked on. And I signed an NDA, so I can't necessarily say what I saw there. Or I think part of it was you can't say anything like overly negative. Broke that rule. But I'm not going to do it again. I won't say what I said. You know. But I definitely wasn't the kindest critically to Halo Infinite. For some very specific reasons. I don't know. Being a game tester was weird. It's really fun at first, and then unless you're like fine kind of being stepped on most of the time. I mean, that's what it felt like. The lowest end of the totem pole, man. Not only when you're making the game, but when it's released. Like, did they even test this thing? Oh yeah. There's never been a bug that you found that the testers did not find. They always find them. It's all they do for 8 hours a day. They find them bugs. It's whether or not they get fixed. It's never the tester's fault. But what was I going on about, man? I don't even know. I was just talking about testing because it was in reference to something. I don't know. Alright. Can it even break the boards doing 0 damage? No. It can't. I wish I had my fucking shotgun. Wait, don't do it. There's a much easier way around these chodes. So it can't even one-tap these guys? Yeah, you need to put shotgun in this thing. This thing's only funny because it's got the super recoil. Got him. He almost got me, too. That was close. Oh. Eat that shit. What are you gonna do now? They just became a fucking... Oh my god. They don't actually get stunned? Okay. She just gets a fun little halo, I guess. Welcome to Sulfur Heaven. Oh, she got a halo. That's how we save the ghost. Oh my god. Lots of clickbait we could do with this gun. Infinity stun. No, I'll just say like the world's most powerful taser or some shit like that. Which is not a lie. I mean, well, these guys are kind of a fucking problem, aren't they? If I shoot you guys even more. This guy is stunned as he's... Oh no, it's the little guy behind him. Okay. Well, I know I can't hurt you. Precious. Oh yeah, what's the durability looking like? Not bad. I mean, we've had worse. It definitely wouldn't be like a horrible idea to wait, you got the... Oh my god, I actually just pogged. No way. We need that so badly. Oh my gosh. And she's got 2 of them? Luckily, I'm a fucking idiot and I carry around way too much. So hopefully that'll make that shotgun nothing to fuck with. A little Wu-Tang action on that thing. Don't have to worry about you anymore. You're stunned. Never mind. Who is lightning balling me right now? What is that? Oh my god. Stun, bitch. Stun, bitch. I missed him. I missed him, that's for sure. Deuces, motherfuckers. Enjoy your infinite sadness. Was that Smashing Pumpkins? Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness? I don't even know why I know that. I mean, I like Smashing Pumpkins, I do, but I don't know why I would know. I mean, I have heard the album before, so that's probably why. But it's an outdated reference, man. Good old Smashing Pumpkins are kind of timeless, though. Hi, buddy. I'm going to try stunning you. I doubt it'll work. Wait, does... His mud balls don't do anything. He's infinity stunned, but it don't matter. Maybe after he gets his mud skin. You can shoot this thing fucking fast. That's a quick taser, bud. Yeah, so you can just cancel out his mud balls. Okay, hold on. Maybe I should just catacoil him? This thing is so goddamn goofy. Yeah, I'm gonna catacoil him. You can catacoil. That's an aftershock on an aftershock. But I'm gonna use a pistol because that's the cool guy thing to do. Get them critties. Get them critties for the biddies. That sounds weird. Twitch bits, obviously. Oh yeah, you're a good dodger, huh? Nice thing about Aftershock, or yeah, Aftershock is it shows where they're gonna be too. For this guy, you just know where he's gonna show up. Okay, so you didn't get every pellet, huh? What about you? Take another one, bitch. So they have to eat every pellet. In order for the infinity stun, they gotta eat every pellet. Which seems fair. They can't be like... Because they can be affected if they're nearby. You can even shoot the ground with this thing. Let me show you. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. Look at all that loot they probably have. Just gonna... No one's ever gonna see that loot. Because I don't give a fuck. Oh, a parka. Do I have room to... Yeah, I want to sell you. Alright, guys. Hasta la pasta. Enjoy an eternity of standing there. Bye. That was actually really sad. Going up and then just looking at us like, but Dad, you said we could come to the afterworld or the overworld too. If you need more guidance, double space, there are plenty of tips. I'm just kidding, but that is clearly a double space. It's kind of weird, isn't it? That's a little weird. Okay. Now, I don't know. We didn't use the shotgun without it, but there's no way it's going to insta-kill. There's no way. Don't be so fucking stupid. That would be so dumb of you to assume such a thing. You know what? I'm just going to focus on repairing the good stuff. No. Why am I trying to save time? There's no saving time in a video that's going to be fucking 4-hour playthrough of Sulfur because we waited an hour to see how long it would stay stunned. Over an hour. I don't know. I would love it if someone else had... opportunity to just get up and walk away and just see. I don't. I've got stuff I can be doing, unfortunately. On another day, maybe. But yeah, if we were to just do the 762, we'd be looking at 187. Dude, that's for the police. That's murder. But we're not going to insta-kill. Hold on. We're going to bring it and see how lousy it is. Why didn't I look at that originally? I would maybe not have been so mad about it deleting my inventory. Shit. Yeah, that's dope. I'm feeling all doped up over here. Okay. Ooh, the real test. Actual enemies. If you were able to get the same level of impact with infinite ammo, this would be the speedrun gun. You just run through. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Hey. Who's here, man? I think I got him. I was playing this earlier with elf shoes, and I was kind of used to the coyote time a little bit. Uh-oh. You barely got the end of that, I guess. No. Oh, hell no, bitch. I'm not two-tapping dogs all day. 187, I'll just commit actual 187s. I don't need the gun to tell me that. I need to get rid of that grenade out of my inventory, because switching back and forth is... Oh, yeah, there... On this thing, I don't know if I mentioned... Damage, add damage, judgment, critical hunter. So there's some nerfs to your movement. I'm not sure why I did that. But I did. Oh, I'm not here to loot. I'm not here to loot. I'm here to showcase our goofy, fun, silly taser build. Probably should have gone after you first, huh? Okay, let's try it. Really? How about right in your fucking eye? Oh, that's actually kind of fun. I mean, the fact they got me moving like Mike Tyson is not great. From downtown. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, I can't get over the Tyson-Paul fight being the most boring thing I've ever watched. I never thought boxing would be the most boring thing I ever watched. Especially when it was... Did I say Logan? The Paul brother. One of the two idiots. The identical fucking morons. Well, they're not identical. And if you like the Paul brothers, that's fine. I don't know why I call them morons. I don't hate them or anything. I hate them. I'm not going to be fake about it. I have a buddy that I respect that loves the Paul brothers, and he's an adult. A lot of kids like the Paul brothers, and that's fine. I don't know about anymore. Enjoy hell, bitch. You get the worst of it. Oh my god. What do you want to live with him? You want to watch my durability fucking go bye-bye? Pussy? But yeah, he loves him. So it's like, after that, I was like, well, I like this guy, He's an alright guy. Maybe I can't judge too harshly on the Paul brothers here, There could be a reason people like them. Maybe they don't look at the controversy stuff they do. Okay, well, let's just walk on the mines twice. Deuce. I even saw that one. Truth is, I need to get rid of that. Those are so big. Yeah, if you were just looking for loot and you didn't want to fight anything, this is the play right here. Because it's essentially like they're dead. Even if you don't hit every pellet, they're still going to be down for quite some time. That's nap time for the boys. Oh yeah, I'm not here for this. Forgot what I was using that it made me think I have to get 5.56 every time. I'm still gonna open some chests. I'm not the strongest man in the world. You're dead. You get to die because you didn't kill those people. They're waiting to die. Can't imagine that's you. What other reason they got to be out here? Yeah, I caught that off the ceiling, numbnuts. Yeah, I think I might start bringing this around. So the catacoil. Because, I love the catacoil because of how strong it is. But I'll use it to stun enemies to rank up guns that are kind of weak. But, I think I'll use this now. Because why not? Okay, well, that's stupid. Could technically... No, you're still using gun. I was going to say that one video... when we went through all the game with only melee and no guns. I was gonna say, not killing anybody with a gun. Well, except for the shotgun. You're definitely, those people are dead. I don't know if you had named them or had any emotional attachment to them, but they are dead. That's a pass away moment, definitely. What else is there to try? The 4 dudes at the end, not necessarily. If anything, it's just like a little skippy Laduda. Zippity day. Now I feel like I should have taken caves more seriously. I did finish it. I was thinking of TPing out, but I didn't. Nice thing, too, is it's a soul comp, so you can shoot it real fast. If you wanted to. Uh-oh. Wait, can I trap him under here? Come on, guys. Yeah, come over here. I'm over here. Come here. You know what? We got 3 of them. Why not? Oh, I guess it's that weak, isn't it? Damn it! Dude, it's not even... It's a freaking... It's shooting a sniper bullet. It shouldn't explode the whole fucking thing. I wanted to drop it on some Tom and Jerry shit. Oh, yeah. This is real easy right here. The OP-ass gun right here, bitch. Except for you. Yeah, this is OP. Who would have thought a gun with 0 damage would be an overpowered experience? I essentially can float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, eat my cake... And have it too, or whatever the fuck the saying is. Yeah, you're nothing. You're nothing. I feel like a god. This thing is absurd. The fact that you can shoot it fast, the area is huge. It's still got a tight enough spread so you can have some accuracy and infinite stun somebody. This would be the perfect build if I didn't spend an hour staring at some guy's luscious butt cheeks. I mean, I couldn't. You can't stare at butt cheeks in this game, can you? Because everybody's always looking at you. That was the art style. Damn, where's the sex appeal? Does my guy have hot hands? His hands are pretty good looking. These are some good hands. These are some good chokers right here. It's a weird thing to call hands. How are you still breathing, bud? Huh? Yeah, dude. This is fucking sick. I mean, I'm obviously taking some hits because I'm not smart. But if you were really ready for it and you're just full focus, oh my god. I almost want to try eating a power bar and just really sprinting through this. How'd I hit a crit right there? I didn't even mean to. I did a quick scope. The shotgun is a joke. In fact, I think I'm... The shotgun sucks. Okay, so that's the thing. Not every gun build is going to be... This is the perfect example of it. Not every gun build is going to be amazing. I do a lot of research, but I wait to try them until I'm making a video, because, like, that's not fun. Don't you want my first impressions of how the gun does, you know? I make an assumption of how it'll do. I'll shoot it a few times in the church area so that I know it, like, works to some extent, because I did make a breacher that constantly eats the ammo that you give it, so it never actually fires. And that bug was so frustrating that I just made a new breacher and sold that one. So I don't want to do that again. That was a waste of time, man. That one pissed me off. Here. I just love that it's non-lethal, too. This is the actual pacifist run. I'm not even charming them. I'm just, you know, putting them into a pretty intense coma. All right, we're at the boss. I wonder how fast, if we power barred every time, because essentially we don't have to worry about anything. I'm contemplating not bringing a super powerful gun, because you can charm... You can charm these bosses, too. You don't need to play them. The only boss you really have to beat is St. Lucia, because you can charm these guys and move past them. You don't have to play them. Ripley's Believe It or Not, which is another outdated reference. Okay, where you warping? Because you guys are going to be down for a while. Yeah, this actually might be... I mean, I kind of wish it was infinite ammo, because, you know, having to reload is going to slow you down a bit, but essentially you could just reload as you're exiting a level. That's always an option. I'll show you. Well, the reload's quick, though. Some stuff is going to get in your way, bud. I'm going to shoot once so I can show you. I think we might have accidentally made the greatest speedrun gun in the history of Sulfur. A non-lethal, infinite stun pistol. I mean, what's the downside? You don't have to kill anybody if you don't want to. That's really your prerogative. But if you were to jump in a hole, reload, as we come through, it should be finishing the reload. Maybe you lose a millisecond. I don't know. I've not sped run this game. I guess the one concern would be the durability. Would you say speed ran? Let me see. It's fine. We're only 700 down. That's good. How are you still shooting? Excuse me. There's no way I just fucking biffed it off the side of the map. What's the matter, gang? Huh? Don't move. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to go out and put this in the universe. Make the claim that you're not doing any better than this. Because, okay, hear me out. Can I please talk to you, Rat Queen? Hear me out. You want to make a 3 Mossmans, really? You're a fucking crackhead. You're unhinged. Who carries around that many Mossmans? And why does that frustrate me? I almost want to buy these. They're not cheap. Or they're not expensive. Here you go. Looking brand new, baby. So you're going to have a lot harder of a time making a gun that is going to insta-kill somebody, anybody, and be not a big pain in the ass to carry around. You're going to have a lot harder of a time doing so. I don't even want to see you anymore. That thing is a huge letdown. Again, perfect example of How the hell do I get out of here? One gun being good and another being a complete just letdown. It's a perfect example. Sometimes I build a gun and it sucks. I'm willing to admit that. But yeah, you're going to find it impossible, in fact, to find a gun that is usable, infinite ammo, and this reload is quick. It's very quick. And, you know, is going to one-shot kill. This doesn't need to kill. That's the glory of it. Non-lethality, something so humane as this, is the big surprise hit of the summer. The blockbuster hit. A dirk. I get what I deserve. Now, granted, ow, my bulls, you need something to finish off the boys if they're in the way. That's the only thing. Don't kill yourself, too. You're too precious to me. The other thing, too, is, like, I don't need to kill anybody. Honestly, if you're hitting the speedrun right, you don't need to kill anybody. I think this will be a mainstay. This is going to be my little butt. Yeah, see, like right here, I feel like a diving speed, or diving fin. I have one, I just don't have two. Would be really nice right there. You'd have to do a quick switch. Yeah, see if I did this and then I fucking pulled out the infinite ammo SMG. Bye-bye. I'm so pleased with this. And you know what? We wouldn't know that it's an infinite stun if we didn't sit there for an hour with a timer going and saw how goofy that really is. Again, I'm not sure if that's because it's OP or if it's a bug. I'm going to guess it's a bug. I don't care how OP it's supposed to be. An hour of stun is not right. Don't need that. This is fun. It's an insta-kill gun where you don't even have to hit the friggin' enemy. And if you think about it, we're in purgatory, so they're already dead. So a kill on top of a kill, what is it? Once again, it's a hat on top of a hat. Oh, baby. W. We needed that. I haven't had a W in a while. And you know what? My son has been sleeping all day, which makes us think that maybe this whole thing was a growth spurt issue, and that's why he's had the craziest sleep regression of his fucking existence. I need a good room clear here still. We'll probably go back before we hit the hedge maze to get a better gun than the... Fuck the shotgun. Fuck that shotgun. Ah, that shotgun. I don't need to get rid of it yet, but... I don't know how we make that thing good. I just don't. Oh. Then no, I didn't hit you. I'm so sorry. What was I saying? Remind me. Creep into my brain. Yeah, no, this is a dream. You've got the build, too. If you want to use it, and you just want to run through and loot and stuff, and, you know, just make sure you get full contact unless you want to get jump scared. You're going to get a little jump scary. It's going to be a little scared of the jump if you're not careful. Yeah, we're going to TP because I don't know how long our durability is going to hold up. So we might... We'll do a straight-up hedge to dungeon to... Oh, you know, we can infant stun the goo guys, too. This is good for hedge maze. I'm not going to bother pulling up a loading screen or anything. Oops. You know, we don't need additional story lore. Thank you. I'll just burn the 1,000. Why not? I think we actually have some durability kits from the last one. Give me my 1 gold, you dumb bitch. I didn't mean to say that. Ralphie's the G. She's amazing. A whipper. The walls are matte. She's essentially a crazy cat lady, and I love her. I wish it wouldn't have deleted so many of my health potions when it took out 4 of my inventory. That sucked. I love those health potions. I was going to use them someday, I swear. I'm not going to delete this in case somebody's, like, kicking and screaming, and they're like, he's did one little tweak, and it's going to work perfect. If I'm missing something, if I don't ever hear from anybody, and I'm not saying I expect to have your report by the end of the day, I'm not saying that, but if I do happen across someone with some valuable information, oh my god, this one's perfect. Thank you, Mr. Dirk. Our gun collection is chef's kiss. We need to pull something from the rack here, though. Wait, this is my boss killer. This is my daddy. Daddy go bye-bye. Daddy go bye-bye. But I also kind of want the inventory space. I don't need it, though. I should probably sell some of these oils. I'm just kicking around. Okay, we'll pull out this old girl. Because anything else haven't been using as much, so I don't trust myself. But let's sell some of these oils real quick. Plinker. It's not bad. Out of the box. That is kind of bad. That's real bad. Tension. Yeah, I could see it being serviceable in a weird way. Not ideal by any means. Okay, wait. Let's put our dog tag away. I don't even fucking dare ask me why I've got so many fucking dog tags. If I get any kind of comment about the amount of dog tags I have, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Should I be mad about that? You're goddamn right I should be. Alright? I know it's absurd to have 9 or 10 of them, but at one point in time, they were so fucking elusive that I felt the need to, never let them go, Jack. Eventually I have a box full of dog tags. Oh, you know what? It's just a maze, baby. And, yeah, we have more power bars than I thought we did. Yeah, this is how you know you've, Oh, well, hey. Why not? One for you, too. Hey, Peter. Why not? I don't know if I need to stun you. I power barred. We only got 60 seconds of this madness. Madness? Madness? Sadness. I feel like such a badass, dude. I start making the noises that I make for my son when I'm playing with his toys with him. With him, okay? I'm not just sitting around playing with my baby's toys. Banana bread! There's another W. But yeah, I needed a W, man. I'm hoping if he stays asleep all night, it would be teething / sleep regression from a growth spurt, including a lot of mental stuff. He's just learned how to crawl, walk. Well, he doesn't know how to walk. Hold on. He's just, imagine, yeah, he started crawling. The next day he started walking. Now he sprints, and he's going to be in the Olympics in 4 years. No, he can sit up on his own. He can do a whole bunch of new stuff, and we're theorizing that that's the reason he, oh, you know what? I forgot about the power bar shortening the spread on this thing. That is nice. That was a free infinite stun. But yeah, there is a small chance he sleeps all night and he fixes sleep regression and I can get normal sleep. And instead of me being a sleepy, sloppy mess all the time, talking about Dick Mackey tasing people's balls, I can finally talk about what I want to talk about. And that is communism and how we don't understand what it's truly about. You guys are wrong about communism. I'm kidding. I don't know anything about communism. Not a single thing. Well, a couple things. But not anything enough to feel important. Oh no! Freeze! Yeah, this thing is awesome. Oh, I haven't said one, like, cop pun. Get down on the fucking ground. I throw marijuana on you. Oh, wait, marijuana is pretty much legal everywhere. Sprinkles cocaine. All of my cop knowledge is from the Shield, so. Beats head in car door because you won't open up. Those aren't even catchphrases. I'm just talking about what I would do. There's not even cars in Sulfur. There is one car. Actually, yeah, the car is like the first thing you see in this game as you're cruising up. Is there a cutscene? I don't remember. I don't remember. Times they be moving so fast. I do know you pull up in your priest car, though. I could be a little faster to react to these guys. Excuse me. Can you fucking stun already, dude? Holy shit. Some of these guys got the goal to not be stunned. Oh, yeah, if you didn't know, this is a nice spot right here. Running shoes, you can just skip up that. That's why I'm partially like, maybe I don't need Sulfur, dude. Banana bread is gone. Banana bread, yellow like the gun. Oh my god, I get it now. Uh-oh. It didn't shoot. I clicked it, but it didn't shoot. This might be too powerful. I may have to delete this. I can't upload this video. There's too many signs. It's too powerful. I can't. If I let this get out to the public, there is no more challenge in this game. It's a cakewalk. Whoa, I just went too fast through without a power bar. I wonder if we would have had a few power bars inside our tummy tums, we would have just slipped right through the door and into the yellow void, the piss void. Yeah, so I want to try speedrunning as fast as I can and then do a... Why am I stunned onto that? If I do it too close, I get like a little mini stun. That almost makes me think, is there supposed to be enemies at some point that also have aftershock, and this is what it's supposed to be? But yeah, see how fast I could do it with the actual like loadout endgame stuff, and then also you know, fresh account. I want to see how fast we can do it off a fresh account. I don't want no goddamn loading screen. Oh, this is making it lag, probably because I'm not killing anybody. And they're all just get to live. So the game is like, should we keep spawning in people, or who's got the error here? And I will mention that I've not had to pull out the SMG not once. Well, I can't lie, some of them are giving us a licking. To the point where we're probably going to die. We're okay. Oh my god. Holy smokes. That's a lot of people. Look at all of them. You saw them all. Holy shit. I wonder if the level, the audio level is enough to pull in enemies from further away, because I've seen people come after me after I shoot someone else, and there are silencers, so I wonder if the silencer is more to pull into another room. I wanted to test silencers soon, because with what we're doing, that just brought in a lot of jabronis. I'm just gonna do it. Oh yeah, I forgot I found the 9mm chisel, so I was able to do this. Oh, this isn't my infinite ammo one. The thing I was saying didn't even make fucking sense. This is just a random red A. I'm off my game, son. We got the catacomb. Okay, let's just do that. Why do I have 2 red A's, man? Ouchie. I like how even though, you know, we're shadow banning everyone we come across, this is still challenging. The dungeon, it is a lot smarter to not just run through it, you know, to pace yourself and make sure you're killing anything that comes near you, because there's so many rooms just jam-packed full of jabronis that letting them crowd you like this is incredibly dangerous. And, you know, it wouldn't be us if we didn't use up all of the heals I brought in, so that I have to spend another 2 hours grinding out some health potions and stuff so that I can keep playing the game. Hey, who the fuck are you? I almost jumped off the map because of you, pal. Granted, if we used a power bar, I don't even think we see half these guys. We just blur past them. Gotta be real careful here. Okay, let's stun buddy boy. Why is he glitching around, bro? Unfortunately, we won't be able to knock his helmet off. But he is fully stunned there, so we could just... I can't see. Did they fix it? Uh-oh. They may have fixed it. Little patch fix here. Oh, there it goes. I guess you have to slip in through the left. That's good information to know, because if I was like trying to do this as fast as possible, that would have scared me to the heavens. Now, if we really wanted to speed out this bad boy and get all the way to Lucia, we know Oh, a genie shoe is all we need. No, if we know that we can just blast past this with two power bars and pretty much be in Lucia's room, because there's no real, like, hazards that you can run into. Yeah, I have no more food. I almost feel the obligation. I guess I can drink this, but no, I kind of want to hold on to that. That's fun. Yeah, if it didn't delete all of my thingies, my health potions. I had a whole row of health potions that just went bye-bye. It's really frustrating. Oh yeah, I could just check the tables. We're freaking vegans now. If you don't know what a freaking vegan is I believe it's vegans who only eat food that's given to them for free. So they're trash. Hey, but I don't judge. You want to eat food from the fucking trash? Go for it, man. You got a name for it and everything. There's no name for the things that I do. Nobody's all like, yeah, my diet, I'm doing a Dottie diet where I eat a Hot Pocket every day and then I cry myself to sleep. No, nobody does that. Man, I'm glad we get to burn one of those durability kits, though, because repair kits, I've just been sitting on them. Actually, I feel like this is the easiest time I've had in Castle. I never get to loot this. There's a friggin'... Yeah, baby! There's a friggin' a Dubahar. I might be able to grab that. In fact, do I need a second one of those? I don't need you. Why don't we just grab it? Brother, what? That don't take up no 3 spots. That do not be taking up no 3 damn spots. Huh? It should only take up 2, right? There it goes. I feel like I should have been able to fit that before that, but I'd rather sell 2 guns, because guns are going to pull much more money, honey, than anything else. So, yeah, I don't know why it wasn't letting me do it down like that. I guess it wants to be a little bit silent, a little bit weird. Excuse me. Ooh, thank you. This feels like a robbery by the world's cruelest man. Just, gonna leave you here infinitely. Ouchie. This is why people fucking stun you forever, bro. Hiding around corners and shit. It's not cool. Nobody likes to be scared. It's only funny for the guy who's scaring them. Unless it's like, you know, you go to a haunted house and you're like, yeah, this is what I wanted. Thank you. Can I break the masks? Not when you do 0 damage, buddy. Wait, instead of paying Ralphie every time, why didn't I just use the repair kits? I probably could have saved some money. I mean, granted, I lost a shit ton of money by buying repair kits. What the hell? Don't stab me through doors. That's not even cool, man. That's fucked up. He stabbed me through the door, too. Give me more food. I don't want to use my health potions for this shit. Oh, man. The performance in Castle is hilarious. And the fact that we're not killing anybody is even better. I mean, I could probably get the same effect not using a taser, but at least I know it's... The odds of this failing is slim to none. It's just not going to happen. Oh, my goodness. No, we can't make that happen. Well, that should sell more than the Pierre French fucking shit. Okay, we're already on Homegirl. Now, I'm going to go on a fat limb here and say that Aftershocking her is not going to do much, but I can show off my cool catacoil to you guys, and you'll be super impressed. Die, bitch. Yeah, she just makes a noise, but doesn't do anything. You don't want to kill her too fast anyways. I did it once, and the wall didn't come down. I want my scroll. To my knowledge, the only way to get the scroll of oil is from her. I don't think I've gotten it from anything else. So I'm going to guess she's not supposed to drop it, but she does it anyways. Ooh, I wonder... Okay, this is a really dumb idea. But it's still going to happen. Oh, since we don't do any damage, I don't think we can hurt that. So it must have a damage threshold of 1. It's not about hitting it. It's about killing it, and it's 1 health. That's crazy. That's actually insane. But it also makes sense. It's probably the easiest way to do that. Can you start breaking stuff so I can feel comfortable about wasting your ass? There it is. I'm out the window. See ya, bitch. Why are you flying around? Throw a fit or something. I don't know. Who done that? Where's the one guy? Ah, don't do it. We need to get to the next stage already. You're taking way too many hits. There you go. I think it's only 2 times in the darkness. I've fought her enough times where I should remember, but I'm kind of fucking stupid. That thing looks really cool if you're up close. It's got like tentacle legs. I never noticed that. I see you. That's about it. See you. Moist critical everyone. And I'm not the AI this time. Those moist critical AI videos are fucking hilarious. Okay, I have a charge amulet if shit goes sideways. Is it broke down? Excuse me, ma'am. I think you need to break that a little bit. Or is it when you die? I think it's when she dies. Yeah, there you go. I gotta be real careful there. What do we get? Oh! I don't give a fuck. It's just whatever. That's a whatever scroll. Whee! Okay, so as you can see, what a chain of events. The introduction of the Sulfur podcast on accident. A non-lethal gun that just happens to be the best gun in the game. Me having 2 red A's for whatever reason that could be. Do I want to keep this other Dahar? Dahar you do. I mean, we already have one that's a flamethrower. How do we even top that? I'm sure I could find another one if I get a craving, if I get a bit of a Jones going. The only thing I have doubles of is that. I got a few SOCOMs, because SOCOM's fucking sick. I want to make sure I've got one of each gun. You know what I could do is I can make this decision at another time. Oh. Well, that's an easy fix. Stupid. Just kidding. We're fine. I'll sell the breacher. But, so what did we learn here today? That it's not always about killing. And in fact, you might be more successful if you just decide not to kill. If you go out there and just stun everybody with your yellow taser. It's gonna have to be yellow because we don't have any kind of gun skins, which could happen eventually, but not yet. What am I going on about? Yeah, we learned that it's not always about the kill. The most effective way to deal with them is to deal with them and make them stuck infinitely, which is awesome. This is by far the most dangerous thing I've ever put in my hands. He's never going to charge my amulet again. Oh, we also learned that Aftershock is broken in more ways than one. They could be stuck there for an hour or more. I don't know. If anyone would like to do their own research, make this exact same build and see how long it really goes for, I'd be appreciative. I might try it, but sometimes I walk away from my computer what I think will be an hour, and then I come back 12 hours later, and if I do that, the level to which I record these, like, it would be really a big file. Like, I'm talking like 100 gigabytes or something, and I don't want to do that. I also don't want to change my settings at all, because I you finally get something right where you want it, you know what I mean? I don't want to ruin that for me or anyone. But if anyone else wants to try it and set a timer and see where it goes, I would love to hear your report and see exactly how long it stuns for. I think over an hour is fine information. That's enough for me. But that'd still be cool to find out. What else should we learn? Nope, that's about it.